If you've truly connected with somebody, loved them, and shared a life with them, then there's a part of you that will always care for them. So then, why is your ex acting like they don't care about you at all? Is that really how they feel? Well, I'm going to tell you how you can find out your ex's true feelings, why they're acting this way, and whether or not they actually do care about you. I'll also tell you how to break through this wall they're putting up and win them back for good. I'm Brad Browning, YouTube's favorite breakup coach and author. Now, I've helped so many people get their exes back that I've put together a foolproof system based on my 15 years of experience. It's called the X Factor 2.0, and you can find out about it at breakupbrad.com. But before you go there, it's important that we talk about why your ex is acting like they don't care about you. Because right now, you're probably ignorant, and if you act in ignorance, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to probably push them away even further. But if you can understand why they're acting this way, then you'll be one step closer to winning them back. So before we get into it, let's get something straight right off the bat. And that is, just because your ex acts like they don't care doesn't mean that they actually don't. In my 15 years as a breakup coach, outside of a few specific situations that I will talk about later, most exes actually really do care about their former partners, even if they don't show it. When you dig in, you find that their cold, indifferent, or maybe even cruel behavior is most likely a cover for how they're truly feeling. So the real question isn't, does my ex still care about me? But rather, what are they trying to cover up? So if you are sitting there rereading old messages, wondering why the person who once said they loved you now seems to feel nothing for you, well, you're in the right place. Let's dive deep into your ex's psychology. All right, now this is a big one. When someone ends a relationship, especially if they're the one initiating the breakup, they often go into emotional shutdown mode. I'm sure you can understand this. Breakups are painful regardless of which side you're on. The person you wanted to be with forever suddenly ripped away from you, and you're all alone with your thoughts and feelings. So not only are you in a lot of pain, but you're lost. Now, normally you'd turn to your partner with feelings like these, but now obviously there's no one to turn to. You don't know what the next day, week, month is really going to look like. You just know that you're in for a lot of change, and of course, change is scary. Now, acting like they don't care is your ex's way of managing all this fear and pain. They're essentially pushing their emotions down so that they're able to keep their composure and manage their life without breaking down. So they'll stifle their tears, push down their anger, and pretend like they don't have any feelings for you, or any feelings really at all. Now, in psychology, this is often called emotional distancing, and it's one of the most common post-breakup behaviors. Your ex is really trying to minimize emotional vulnerability to maintain control over themselves. But this really isn't a very precise or even a conscious process. So they're going to come across as emotionless to their friends, their family, and especially to you. Now, this may not be their intention, but it's like they've built a dam around their feelings. Smile a little too much, laugh too loudly, or hold the hug a little too long, and there's a very real risk that the dam will break and all those emotions will come flooding out. Now, of course, this strategy is not going to be very effective long term. Eventually, they're going to have to let down these walls and feel the feelings that they've been ignoring. And because they've been ignoring them for so long, they're going to come back more powerful than ever. And I'll talk a little bit later in the video about what to do when that happens. Now, if your ex ended things with you, especially if it wasn't a mutual decision, they're going to want to prove to you that they're serious about the breakup. And that's especially true if you've had trouble accepting that the relationship is over. So, ask yourself, have I made my ex think that I want them back? Now, this could mean begging and pleading for another chance, but it can also be more subtle, like texting them too much, calling them, even just hanging around. It doesn't take much to set off your ex's spidey sense. Because remember, they know you very well. So this could be a way to send the signal, I'm over you and there's nothing romantic between us anymore. Because while emotions are largely out of our control, the expression of them is more manageable. The way people express their emotions can be a calculated attempt at achieving a desired outcome. So, you're probably warm, friendly, maybe a little flirty with your ex, since you probably want them back. And in response, they act cold, they act indifferent, just to try to get you to leave them alone. So it's not that they're unaffected by your attention, it's that they want you to think that they're unaffected. Acting aloof sends a clear message, and that is back off and leave me alone. But here's the good news. This kind of behavior doesn't necessarily mean that they're truly done with you. It means that they want space from you. Space to think, to process the breakup, and to come to terms with their own feelings. Now, they could come to the conclusion that they made a mistake, or they could have obviously decide that it is really over for good. But you need to give them space to really figure this out on their own, because if you keep pestering them, you're only making sure that they make the decision that you don't want. So outside of trying to protect their emotions and trying to get some space, the third reason that your ex is going to act like they don't care is to prove to themselves that the breakup is real. Because really, breakups are almost never as simple as we make them seem. Unless they caught you in bed with their best friend, this probably wasn't an easy decision for them. But at the same time, breaking up is a binary choice. Either you break up or you stay together. So once your feelings have crossed that line where you decide that breaking up is the only option, you have to go all in, even if you're not 100% convinced yourself. So half of the breakup is convincing the other person that it's over. And the other half is convincing yourself that it's over. It's about refusing to give in to how much you miss the other person and calling them up, asking for another chance. It's stopping yourself from spiraling into regret and what-if scenarios. It's making the decision to move in the direction you've chosen rather than doubling back. And the best way to do it is to act as if. Sometimes belief inspires action, and sometimes action inspires belief. And in this case, your ex is doing everything they can to act like the relationship is over in hopes that they're going to be able to change their own mind and really feel it. And this is why it can be so hard to determine your ex's true feelings. Because they're not only lying to you, they're often lying to themselves. But the good news is I've put together a free quiz to help you solve this exact problem, which you can take right now at breakupbrad.com/quiz. It only takes a few minutes, and based on your answers, it'll give you a numerical score that will tell you your chances of getting your ex back. If you want to try it out for free for yourself, just go to breakupbrad.com/quiz. Now, whatever you discover about your ex's feelings, here's what I need you to remember. People always pretend to move on before they've actually done it. They might be posting gym selfies, they might start dating again, they might even block you. And all of these behaviors are most likely attempts to get your attention and show you that they're over you and they're moving on. And how do I know this? Well, because they're specifically letting you know what they're up to. If they're really moving on, then they're not going to be concerned about getting this information to you specifically. So, posting on their Instagram story is one thing, and that could be for anybody, but if they're calling you up to tell you these things or letting them slip to mutual friends, then they're probably doing it for a reason. And this is just yet another way that their mask is slipping, revealing their true feelings for you. If they were really truly over you, they'd be avoiding you at every possible opportunity because they wouldn't want to be drawn back into any more drama with you. So if you come to the conclusion that your ex is just pretending that they don't care, what do you do next? And it is actually a good question because this is a tricky situation to actually navigate. You can't just go to your ex and tell them, I see what you're doing, I know you still love me and want me. Because really the truth is, their feelings aren't going to be that simple. There's a part of them that is truly trying to move on. And when you confront them like this, you come across as arrogant and presumptuous. And that just gives more power to that part of them that wants you out of their life. So what are you supposed to do then? Well, the first thing you need to do is not let yourself get wrapped up on this persona that they've put on. Remember, a lot of this is done for your benefit, and you can't necessarily determine what they really feel from their words and actions alone. So don't assume they're gone forever if you find out, they went on one date. And don't cry yourself to sleep because, they don't text you back. You really need to rise above their performance and process the breakup on your own, just like they're doing. Just because they may be hiding their true feelings, that definitely doesn't mean that you should ignore their words or the signals that they're sending you. So all of this stuff on a pretty basic level is really saying, leave me alone, give me space, back off, basically. Now, sure, they probably haven't said it in those exact words, but you know your ex, and so you know when they're telling you to give them space. So respect those wishes and back away for now. Stop checking in, really just totally disengage. Now that may feel like admitting defeat, but if you ever had a shot with them, this will not be the end. Because eventually, they're not going to be able to keep these feelings inside anymore. You remember how we talked about how they're pushing down their emotions and acting like they don't care? Well, everyone knows that you can't deal with emotions that way for long. If you try to hide from them, eventually you wind up crying in the grocery store because, you heard a song that reminds you of your ex. So really, what you need to do is give them space and wait. Because if you can do that, they're going to run out of places to hide from their feelings. And that is when your ex is no longer going to be able to pretend that they don't care about you. That is when they're probably going to come crawling back, asking you to try again because they just can't stop thinking about you. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of this one. Hopefully you got some peace of mind knowing that your ex's feelings didn't totally evaporate overnight. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and leave me a comment below so I know you're out there. And if you want more specific information about your breakup and help winning back your ex, I do have a few open slots right now in my coaching program, so head over to breakupbrad.com/coaching to start working with me one-on-one today. I hope to hear from you soon, but either way, best of luck, and thank you so much for watching.